I've recently gotten more educated on the issues in Alabama and how no one is picking the fruit anymore because they have all these outlawed immigration laws.
So you checked on that?
Yes, I did.
So was I right at all? Or?
No, you were right. No one's working. No one's going out there to work because...
Yeah, it's too hard.
Summertime when the weather is high, you can stretch right up and touch the sky. When the weather's fine, you got women on your mind. Have a drink, have a drive, go out and see what you can find. If a daddy's rich, take her out for a meal. If a daddy's poor, just do what you feel. Speed along the lane, you can turn or a turn of 25. When the sun goes down, you can make it good and live by. We're not great people, we're not dirty, we're not mean. We love everybody, but we do as we please. When the weather's fine, we go fishing or go sailing in the sea.
I would like to see it to where it used to be, in fruits at least, that, you know, the people came up, they picked the product that they needed to pick as they came up through the United States, and then they went back to Mexico. I mean, that's, if that's where they're from, or Guatemala, or wherever they're from. That's a system that's worked for years, and they would be doing work that nobody else will do. And that was proven out in Alabama, where they said, you know, there's going to be completely nobody that's illegal. I'm not sure exactly how they worded their law, but there's not the people that want to do those jobs. So on farms that need a lot of hand labor to harvest, weed, all those things that need to be done during the season, I think the system we had where we brought people up, they did the work and then they went home, is a reasonable system, because the money they make here is a lot more than they can ever make there. And then our farms have to have it. I mean, they need it. I was just reading in Washington State, they were bringing prisoners out to harvest apples this year. They couldn't get enough help.
Oh my gosh.
And that was, you know, that's a first. And so that's just, it just shows how bad it's getting and what it could become, because we're going to need more food. I guess there's 7 billion people now in the world. It isn't going to diminish. The amount of food that's needed in this world is going to increase. I think what's really been a change the last 20 years is where they're trying to bring all these immigrants in, or all these folks in, and they're using them in permanent jobs. I think that just people in this country have gotten softer and softer about what jobs they want to do.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, people are they're not just kids working at McDonald's. I mean, they figure, you know, I don't know how they get by, but if they can do jobs where they can be inside and it's kind of a cushy job, they're going to do that versus be outside in hard jobs. So I think that's been the change, is that the workforce, you know, they're going to go to the easier job. They're not going to take those kind of jobs.
Now that your wife is no longer like working in the orchard like as much as she was before when you first started, do you find that it's harder? Do you need the outside help from like immigrants or random volunteers?
So much. Karen's nodding her head, yes, please bring more. But for us, it's not just the fact that Karen is busier in here. We're all busier because we're bigger. I mean, before we had 1,000 trees, and you know, that was much different than what we are now, which is a business that basically supports 2 families. You know, we just need more help to do all the jobs that have to be done. So I can envision pretty soon we'll try to bringing in some help to do pruning and picking and things like that. You know, I think we'll probably get to that point. Lisa, Karen, some of the other family members know a lot of the aspects of the things that we do on an apple orchard, but there's a lot of the technical part that, you know, takes somebody that's had some training, maybe training beyond the farm, that helps to make decisions on, you know, pesticide applications. What do you need to do every day? Those kind of decisions. I need to find somebody eventually that can help to take over some of that role so that we can do other things maybe.
Well, you also mentioned last time that you had a nephew who was going to graduate from West Point who was interested in coming back here.
Grandson.
Grandson, sorry. Would you think about training him for that kind of position?
Oh yeah, I'd be open to anybody in the family that would want to step up and do that. Because if you get through college, you're going to have especially at engineering school, you're going to know how to get the right information together to meet challenges, and that's what you're going to get out of college, and that's part of it. You're going to understand how to go about learning about doing different things. So, yeah, I mean that would be the ultimate thing if we could do that someday.